All right, what is going on, everybody? Willis here. We're back with another Division 2 video. So if you're not aware, it is the PTS today, the public test server on PC for the Division 2. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the new, gear sets, brand sets, and some of the new named items. If you guys enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like. Literally takes like 1 second. It supports the video a ton, and it really helps the channel out tremendously. So with that being said as well, if you guys are looking to form any groups and stuff, be sure to head over to the Discord. discord.gg/Willis. It's an awesome place if you're looking to form groups for the raid, anything like that. But yeah, today we're taking a look on the PTS. If you saw my previous video today, we took a look at all of the new exotics. If you guys want to take a look at those in more depth, be sure to click the cards up in the top right of the video, or I'll actually put it in the video description for you guys. But yeah, let's take a look, I guess, at the gear sets first, and then we'll move on to the new brand sets which came in the PTS. And I don't know if they're actually going to be adding more brand sets to the game. I doubt it, but for now there seems to be only one brand set, new brand set that they've added. But let's take a look at the gear sets and see what we think. So currently we're going to be taking a look at the Foundry Bulwark. Now this was actually leaked basically a few weeks ago. I did a video on it, and it looks like the perk, I think, has actually changed to what it was originally. So yeah, basically the 2-piece is 10% total armor. The 3-piece is 3% armor regeneration. The 4-piece is makeshift repairs. Whenever you or your shield take damage, 40% of that amount is repaired to both for 10 seconds. And the perk on the chest piece is, where is it? Improved materials. So this increased makeshift repairs from the 4-piece from 40% repairs to 60% repairs. And then the perk on the backpack is Process Refinery. Increases makeshift repairs from 10 seconds to 6 seconds. Now apparently this is broke right now in the Dark Zone, so it pretty much makes you invincible if you just put, honestly, full armor on. I was testing it out with the Emperor's Guard knee pads with the armor regeneration and just a bunch of armor regeneration and everything, and apparently it's just completely busted right now. So yeah, maybe that'll be tuned in the future. But if you go in the DZ with a shield, whap on a bunch of blues with this 4-piece, you're gonna have a hell of a time because you're pretty much invincible from what I've heard. I'm gonna explore it probably tomorrow in another video. But that's the Foundry Bulwark. It's obviously a full blue set, rolls with a blue, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, let's take a look at the others. So the second is the Future Initiative. The 2-piece for this gives 15% repair skills. We get, for the 3-piece, we get 15% skill duration, 15% skill haste, and then for the 4-piece, we get ground control. Increases you and your allies' total weapon and skill damage by 15% when at full armor. When you repair an ally, you and all your allies within 5 meters of you are also repaired for 60% of that amount. So this is kind of like a sort of DPS healer sort of gear set, which is cool. The perk for the backpack is Strategic Combat Support. Increases a ground control proximity repair from 60% to 120%. So this is actually doubled. That's crazy. So when you repair an ally, you and your allies within 5 meters of you also repaired for 60%. Crazy. The perk on the chest, where is it? Future Initiative, is Tactical Superiority. Increases ground control damage bonus from 15% to 25%. So this is the DPS healer set, as it were. So if you didn't know, what ground control did was increases you and your allies' total weapon damage and skill damage by 15% when at full armor. And this perk here, the Tactical Superiority, increases ground control damage from 15% to 25%. So you get an extra 25% damage, 10% more, which is nuts. Yeah, so let's take a look at the next gear set, which is the Eclipse Protocol. Now we have not heard of this. This is completely new. So the 2-piece for this gives 15% status effects. 3-piece gives 15% skill haste, 30% hazard protection. The 4-piece is indirect transmission. So enemies that die while affected by your status effects, spread those status effects to another enemy within 15 meters and refresh 50% of the duration. So this is a status effect gear set. Pretty cool. The perk on the chest piece is Proliferation. increases indirect transmission range from 15 meters to 20 meters, and the refresh percentage from 50% to 75%. Actually crazy. So the backpack for Eclipse Protocol, what perk do we have here? So we've got Symptom Aggravator. Amplifies all damage you deal to status affected targets by 15%. So if you're running a status effect build, this could potentially be really good, just for the fact that you could deal extra damage while in this status effect. Now, granted, yes, you will need 4 pieces, but if you can make it work, this would be really, really good. But that's all of the gear sets by the looks of it. Now let's move on to the brand set, the only new brand set to come with this PTS. Where is it? So yeah, it's pretty much just any piece. It's the Walker Harrison Co. So that's what it's called. It's sort of like a DPS one, which is kind of nice. We haven't had like a DPS brand set in a while, so it's kind of nice just to see. So we've got 5% weapon damage for one piece. 2 piece gives 5% damage to armor, which is really good. And then for the third, we've get damage to health, 5% damage to health. Honestly, I would have switched these two around, put armor as a 3 piece, just because damage to armor is a bit better than damage to health. And obviously you want, I don't know, maybe it's kind of good. Keep it as the way it is. But that's pretty much the set. It's the only one they added. Could be pretty cool in some DPS builds. Let's take a look at the new named items that came. So most of the new named items are actually in the store here. There's also some new weapons as well, which we've never seen before. These are new, I guess, base weapons just being added to the game. One is a rifle, one is a assault rifle. Pretty normal, I guess. Look at the RPM and then look at the RPM on this freaking assault rifle. It's actually huge. 720 for a assault rifle is pretty insane. Pretty nuts. And then we've got obviously the named versions. The mechanical animal is the SIG, and the perk on this is perfectly future perfect. Weapon kills grant 1 skill tier for 18 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. Weapon kills at skill tier 6 grant overcharge for 15 seconds, overcharge cooldown 80 seconds. Then we've got the harmony, perfectly in sync. Hitting an enemy grants 20% skill damage for 5 seconds. Using a skill or damaging an enemy with a skill grants 20% weapon damage for 5 seconds. Damage increases are doubled while both butts are active at the same time. Pretty nuts. And then we've got a named backpack from the new brand set, which is called the Matador. And obviously this is from the Walker Harrison Co. And it is Perfect Adrenaline Rush. Whenever you are within 10 meters of an enemy, gain 23% bonus armor for 5 seconds. And this stacks up to 3 times. Pretty sick. So that's pretty much all of the new brand sets, all of the new gear sets, all of the new weapons, all of the new named items and stuff. They may be adding some more. Don't quote me on this. I'm not 100% sure. Most of the stats and stuff may change. They may stay the same. We don't know yet. But that's been everything. Hope you guys enjoyed this little quick video on showing all of the new stuff in the PTS currently. If you guys want to try out the PTS, if you're on PC, you can pretty much just go download it. It's free. It'll pretty much make a copy, I think, of your character from the main game, and basically put it on the PTS, and then everything you do to this character isn't affected. So you can pretty much delete weapons and it won't transfer over. It's pretty cool. And yeah, unfortunately console, you can't actually play on the PTS. Kind of sucks, I know, but it's not a case of Massive not really caring about console. It's just the fact that they have to go through a bunch of requests and stuff with Microsoft and Sony, and it just takes too long, so they just don't do it. But hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to jump in the Discord, discord.gg/Willis, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.